wonderful demographic here. There's a lot of families, young professionals, people that are very invested in Bayswater. Everyone's very passionate about our suburb, and I think that makes it particularly special.
I love the parks, and its community's good. I love the community of it, the community spirit.
We chose to live in Bayswater because it's close to the river, a place that we thought had a lot of potential.
Look, Bayswater is special because it has an amazing history. So there's a lot of that's happened in the past, from a dairy farming community to industrial blue collar working area to now moving into a white collar area. And it has an amazing history, but it has an exciting future. And I think the important thing is that we embrace the future, not by just hanging on to the past, by making the past move into the future.
What I like about it is that it's quite diverse. So it's not like your usual suburb where maybe it's sprung up all at once and everyone's got the same brick and tile house.
It's got a little bit of everything. It's got the river, it's close to the city, it's got a really great community, and I think we really need to focus on that.
Bayswater is very special because there's a lot of things to do around here. It's very family friendly and very pet friendly as well, which we really like, so we have a dog. So
the diversity, the nature, the hills and the topography, and all the beautiful trees, the birds, the river, but also the small town centre as well. So you get a bit of everything. So I'd say that's what's good about it.
I don't know, Bayswater's special. I mean, Bayswater's special because, for me anyway, because of the people around here.
And it's special because I know it. I have lots of friends who live around here. And I think that it's going to go ahead and become more of a social hub.
I kind of like how it's got all these old things as well as new things.
Probably the community aspect of it, like everywhere you go everyone knows each other and they all seem to be, together or something.
So I moved here in the early 70s, and one of the things I really liked about living in Bayswater was all the bushland and the creeks, and I don't know, it was kind of not busy and eclectic, so that's why I liked it.
I think the people are the special thing about Bayswater to me.
Yeah, I think it's people. It's also like a bit of a community that we're sort of trying to build. Proximity to like the city and the kids' sort of schools, and it's just really it's a good feeling. Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
The people, the heritage, and all of the stuff.
I think that the environment is pretty special because it's a lot less busy than Maylands and stuff, so then it's a lot more laid back, and yeah.
It's so close to the city and it's so accessible. However, it feels like a little community as well, which is really great. So it's nice to be so accessible, but also feel away from everything as well.
I think I'd like them to realise that it has got some really amazing features that are very much still old school. It has still a little bit of that country vibe that I think Bassendean and Bayswater share. But yeah, it's a great little centre. It's like a town centre and it has that vibe.
Look, there's a couple of things. First of all, it does have an exciting, bright future. There's obviously going to be a very expensive and brand new train station coming in, which will open Bayswater will be a gateway to the airport, to the rest of the world, to Ellenbrook. So that's a very exciting development that hasn't really happened in Bayswater for a long, long time. But I also want people to know that could be very disruptive. So we've got a town centre that probably needs a bit of love and care, and a lot of people coming back and using it. But apart from that, I just really think that there's really lots of things that are positive about the future. We just need to manage that to make sure that we actually get through the turmoil that lies ahead.
That it isn't how it actually looks. It is just quite a lot there. It's so good with the coffee shops and the restaurant, the few restaurants that are there, and obviously the train station that's there that brings a lot of people through. So, yeah.
I'd like people to know that there is a town centre because at the moment it's very underutilised. There are some beautiful shops and cafes, but there's not enough here that people come regularly to entice more business operators. So I would like people to know that there's a town centre and that once we all start to use it and make it a vibrant place for people to come, then it will get more and more valuable for the community.
Really just the potential that the location has. At the moment I don't think there's too much to draw people in, but I think because it's so underutilised, there's a lot of opportunity to draw new businesses in, which would then draw people in.
It's a great place to live, but it could be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be better, but it's up and coming. I think there's a lot of potential here. People to come and live in the centre and city, and good sense of community as well.
The potential that the town centre has over the next few years, especially with the introduction of the Metronet and the new train station, that there's just so much potential for Bayswater, and I can see a very bright future there.
I'd like people to know it's here and to want to come here and to be part of Bayswater. It's a really lovely place to live. The whole area of City of Bayswater is really cool and fun, and I guess to make it a destination that people want to visit.
I think it'd be good if people knew that Bayswater Town Centre has a real potential to move forward and be what everyone wants Perth to be in terms of an integrated, transport orientated, livable, community connected town centre that we can be really proud of as residents, but the whole of Perth can be proud of as well.
having new businesses in the area, like like Drip and Tablespoon and the little cheese shop, and the cycling shop. I think that excites me. That's the changes I want to see, is more businesses coming into the area.
Definitely places for more public interaction, so piazzas, squares, nature, bringing that into the town centre, so some more trees, park benches, places for people to gather, flexible places, public art spaces, and just some quality buildings as well, quality built forms.
More people could certainly live here. It's so easy to get here and to get into town and to get to work. And I think once more people are here, then there'll be more incentive for cafes and bars and restaurants and shops and everything else to open up.
More social life kind of things. I really would love to see people getting out and about more and stopping and enjoying the street. Therefore, I'd love to see more bars, cafes, just things for people to do and stop and enjoy, rather than just use it as a drop in and grab and go.
I think more variety of small local shops owned by local people. I know, sorry, I sound like someone from League of Gentlemen. Local shops for local people. I'd just like to have, like I said, I'd like to be able to stay within the area because I like to ride my bike, I like to walk to places, and I'd like to keep that little village feel that we have and that I love so much.
Vibrancy. Shops being open past 3 o'clock, bars, things that you can actually do around, I guess, 3 till 7 p.m. And events like this. So having community events that are engaging and people can just get out of their houses and actually experience and actually be social. And I think that's what everyone wants.
Many more facilities that bring people together of varying ages, diversity, any opportunity to bring people together.
What would improve? Just a lot more people living in the town centre. Heaps and heaps of people living in the town centre, living on top of businesses and helping them be prosperous.
Maybe a few more eateries and a few more bars and restaurants and things like that. But I think it's important to again, to sort of stay the same, keep the parks and keep the attractions that I love so much.
I think to improve the Bayswater town centre, we need people living in the town centre. At the moment we have shops, but everyone basically drives in or drives out. We need people who actually walk here all the time, and so therefore those businesses, the cafes, the bars, the shops, the retail will actually be sustainable, because the fact is they've got people here all the time who are shopping here, who are socialising here. This is their place. And at the moment what we have is a town centre that sort of closes at sort of 3 o'clock. We'd like a town centre that's a daytime and a nighttime town centre, and that'll only happen if we actually have a critical mass of people in the town centre. That's what excites me about the future of the town centre, and that's what I think that we could do to improve the town centre in the future.
There's so much that excites me about the future of Bayswater. I think at the moment, one of the things I love about Bayswater is I can ride everywhere. It's walkable, it's rideable. And at the moment I ride my bike to Maylands or to Bassendean or to Guildford to go for a meal or to go for a drink, and I'm excited that I might not have to do that and I might be able to just walk into my town village to go out for a meal in the evening. That's really exciting. Small things like that. I'm excited there's going to be more people. I think it is a really good thing that we have more high density living here, so we get more amenities here because people in Bayswater deserve it. And I really love that I can support local businesses in Maylands, Bassendean. I'd really love to be able to do that here too.
It excites me that we're going to be trying to make it more modern but try and keep the heritage. And we're also going to try and make sure there's more apartments for when kids like us get older, we'll have a place to live where we can still live near our parents and still live near our family without having to move really far away.
I'm really excited to see what happens over the next 5 to 10, and I'm really excited to try and shape that or have a input into shaping that myself as well.
If we can rally up this kind of energy and excitement about coming to the centre, it'd be a really neat place to hang out before you go out for dinner on a Saturday night or a Friday night. It'd be really good.
I'm really excited that it's almost going to be the centre of the universe when you're going to have 3 railway lines coming through, potentially a train every 3 minutes in a few years, and I just would like to think that even a small percentage of people who get to Bayswater might think, oh, I'm going to stop and get off and see what's happening here. So I want to give them a reason to do that, and that really excites me.
Lots excite me because I feel that this time something might actually happen. I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, they painted it all and they said it was happening. It's always going to be happening. But this time I think perhaps it will with the new station.
The thing that excites me about the future of Bayswater Town Centre is we've always been excited about the future. That's one thing I'd like to say. We've always thought, even though we've been here nearly 30 years, that potential would come. It's been a little slow in coming, but we reckon now it's actually really going to be realised.
I think the fact that that the community is so engaged with our town centre, or at least wants to be engaged with our town centre, I think we're yet to realise the potential of our town centre. But I think generally speaking, people are very excited about the future. I think we know we've got a new train station coming. We're going to be the first stop when people arrive here from overseas and the airport and so on. And I think that's quite an exciting opportunity. I think we're yet to realise that, but I think that in terms of the future, our future, has a potential to be very exciting.
Adding to the sense of the community and atmosphere probably excites me the most.
I think I'm going to like how things are going to be better and make things more accessible and more community, exciting to people.